Emily Carter stepped into the cozy Chicago cafe with careful, quiet movements, trying not to wake her 3-year-old daughter Lily, who was fast asleep against her shoulder. The soft hum of conversations and the scent of fresh coffee filled the air, but Emily's focus stayed on keeping Lily comfortable. She adjusted her grip, gently brushing a loose strand of hair from Lily's face. Her heart carried a mix of anxiety and hope. This blind date felt like a small step toward rebuilding her life. After years of putting everything into motherhood, she scanned the room until her eyes landed on a man sitting near the window, checking his watch, but looking calm. As if sensing her gaze, he looked up and their eyes met. He quickly stood, offering a polite smile. "Emily," he asked softly, not wanting to disturb the sleeping child. She nodded, slightly nervous. "I'm so sorry," she whispered. "My babysitter canceled last minute and I didn't want to cancel too." She expected disappointment, maybe even annoyance instead. Ethan Brooks smiled warmly, his expression relaxed and kind. "No need to apologize," he said, lowering his voice honestly. "I'm impressed you still made it." He gently pulled out a chair for her, making space so she could sit comfortably with Lily. Emily hesitated for a second, surprised by his understanding, then carefully sat down, making sure Lily remained asleep. The tension in her shoulders eased just a little. For a few minutes, everything felt unexpectedly normal. They spoke in soft voices, sharing small details about their lives. Emily noticed how Ethan maintained eye contact, never once seeming distracted by the situation. He asked about Lily with genuine curiosity, not judgment, which made Emily feel seen rather than embarrassed. It had been a long time since someone treated her like more than just a struggling single mom, just as Emily started to relax. Lily stirred in her arms at first. It was just a small movement, a sleepy murmur. Emily froze, hoping she would settle back down. But within seconds, Lily's face scrunched up and she began to cry loudly. The sudden noise cut through the calm cafe, turning heads from nearby tables. Emily's heart dropped instantly, her face flushed with embarrassment as she tried to soothe her daughter, whispering gently, rocking her slightly. "I'm so sorry," Emily said quickly, already preparing to stand up and leave. The moment she had hoped for was slipping away, replaced by the familiar feeling that her responsibilities would always come first, no matter what. The sharp sound of Lily's crying seemed to echo louder than it really was. At least to Emily, conversations around them slowed, and a few curious glances turned into longer stares. Emily's face burned with embarrassment as she shifted Lily in her arms, gently rocking her and whispering soft reassurances. "It's okay, sweetheart. Mommy's here," she murmured, trying to calm her inside, though. She felt the familiar wave of frustration and guilt rising. This was exactly what she had feared, that her life as a mother would make moments like this. "Impossible, I think I should go," Emily said quickly, already reaching for her bag. Her voice carried a quiet apology, as if she had done something wrong. She avoided Ethan's eyes, expecting him to agree or at least step back politely. But Ethan didn't move away. Instead, he leaned forward slightly, his expression calm and reassuring. "Hey, it's okay," he said gently, really. He grabbed a clean napkin from the table and folded it into a simple little shape, turning it into a playful puppet. With a soft, exaggerated voice, he made it talk, directing it toward Lily. "Hi there, Lily. I think someone woke up on the wrong side of the nap." For a second, Lily continued to fuss, her small hands clutching Emily's jacket. Then slowly her cries softened. Her teary eyes focused on the napkin puppet, curiosity replacing distress. Ethan wiggled it again, making a silly face to match, and within moments a tiny giggle escaped her. The tension at the table eased instantly. Emily blinked in surprise, watching the shift happen right in front of her. She hadn't expected patience, let alone kindness. Most people would have been uncomfortable or annoyed, but Ethan stayed completely at ease, as if this moment didn't disrupt anything at all. "You didn't have to do that," Emily said softly, still a little overwhelmed. Ethan shrugged, lightly smiling. "I like kids," he replied. "And honestly, this is probably the most real blind date I've ever had." His tone wasn't mocking, it was sincere. That honesty made Emily relax in a way she hadn't anticipated, as Lily settled against her again. Now calm and quietly observing, Emily placed her bag back on the table. The urge to run faded, replaced by a cautious sense of comfort. Their conversation slowly picked up again, but now it felt different. More genuine, less forced. Emily learned that Ethan owned a small but growing restaurant business in the city, yet he spoke about it humbly. Without arrogance, he asked about her work, her dreams, and even the challenges she faced, listening carefully to every answer. The cafe noise returned to normal around them, and the earlier stares no longer mattered. What began as an awkward interruption had shifted into something meaningful. Emily realized that for the first time in a long while, she wasn't being judged for her situation. She was being understood. And as she looked at Ethan quietly making Lily smile again, she felt something she hadn't expected from this night at all, hope.